Good evening, everyone. Grada Robertson here, co-founder of the Purple House Wellness Center and also author of the book You're the Miracle, How Being Hit by a Truck Saved My Life. I wrote this book, or rather I should say I published it in 2018, and it has inspired many people to overcome their personal obstacles and turn them into personal power. Tonight I want to talk about confidence, and I'm going to give you 5 pointers, and I'll finish off with a little exercise, how you can feel more spacious and calm and confident. So the 5 pointers, the first 4 are to do with mindset work. And so I'm an energy healer. I specialize in energy work, and that's my absolute passion, because energy can shift obstacles and difficulties and stresses very, very quickly, right? And then people can move on. They can, it's like a pathway opens for them to step into. But what I found over the years, that if people didn't have a solid mindset to support energy work, they sometimes would look back and come back with the same problems. So mindset, of course, is really, really valuable, right? Mindset is how you look at yourself and how you do your internal thinking, your processes, your beliefs, your programs, and so on that run your life. If you're not conscious of what is running your life, it's hard to get the results that you want for yourself. And so many people come to me because they're not feeling confident, and they want to increase their confidence. They want to remove blocks to their confidence. And so I help them with that. And tonight I thought I'll give you a little taste of it, because perhaps you also feel like, I wish I just had more confidence, or I wish my self-esteem was better, I wish I felt better about myself. So the first thing I want you to know is that self-esteem is actually not a solid object, right? It's a process. That's the same with confidence. So it's a work in process, right? So you're always building it. It's like you're building a house brick by brick, and so every day you're building, you're adding some more bricks, and you're putting some more cement and mortar in with doing the tools that I'm going to give you tonight. So I'm just going to give you 4 quick tools and finish off with a little bit of a meditation that should be enjoyable. So the first thing is that pretty much everyone, when they set a goal, and that includes me, we often fall short, right? So we don't reach that goal, and then it gets a tick. Here is another failure. So we feel like, oh, another failure to add to the long list of failures. And the bottom line is, it's to do with our belief, our lack of belief in ourselves, our lack of faith in ourselves. And so that needs to change. Our lack of faith, of course, in ourselves has been caused by conditioning, by our environment from a very, very young age. So we always have to look for the root cause in the age between 0 and 8. And we need to actively use our brain to overcome our limiting beliefs about ourselves, our self-doubts. Because, it's a little known fact, it's actually a secret, that how our brain operates works against us, because our brain remembers negative and traumatic emotions very, very clearly, and like they all get stacked into the memory, and so like we remember them all the time at unwanted moments. So for instance, people remember crystal clear how they got fired by the boss. They remember the smell of the office at the time, what they were wearing, and it's like, whoo, comes back crystal clear. Or when they were, rejected by a partner, so they remember where that happened. Or if you had an injury, you remember the exact circumstances, and so on. So it's like we have heightened memories when it comes about failure, or the times we let ourselves down, or we broke an agreement. And when it comes to successes or achievements, there's actually very little memory there. A lot of the time it's just brushed under the carpet. And so our brain does that, because when we have experienced stress and crisis, the brain grows a lot more neural pathways. And special proteins are released in the brain, and it kind of fortifies your trauma brain. So that grows bigger and stronger, and your success brain isn't really getting the same, attention. You don't create the same neural pathways that help you to believe in yourself, unless you actively choose to do that. And that's what I want for you, that you actively choose to do that. So the first thing I want you to know, that literally you can do anything you put your mind to. So if you're able of conceiving or imagining an idea, so an idea drops into your head or into your body, that means you can do it. If you get an idea that's been given to you from the universe or from God or the Creator, and you're also going to get the support and the resources to do it. So humans can do almost anything they put their mind to. And just keep on believing in yourself. So a lot of my clients, they hit the first hurdle, right? Like one obstacle, and they go straight away like, oh, see, I knew that was going to happen. I thought so. So see, I can't do it. And then they just give up, right? It can be with health problems, with major health problems or minor health problems. And it can be with your wealth as well, with money, or in your relationships. Relationships are classic. We often tend to come up against the same hurdle. However, if you change your mindset, and if you go like, well, I'm going to stick at it. I'm going to keep going no matter what. The universe is going to support you. So literally doors will open for you, and you're going to get the help you need, right? So we give up too easily, and we suffer the pain of rejection. So to the body, rejection literally feels like somebody's poking you with a knife. It feels like you're being cut with a knife. So of course the body isn't going to take a risk in case you fail, and then you feel that rejection in yourself, because we reject ourselves the most. So just get used to the rejection. Love yourself for feeling rejected. Like you can just put your hands on your heart and say, I love myself for feeling that old rejection again. And I know it's a lie, because I'm not really rejected, because like the universe loves me. So this is another thing. Make up your mind and decide today that the universe always has your back. It's like a force or a power of benevolence, right? So you can do anything you put in mind. So step 2 is break it down into very small steps. So if you have a big project or a passion project, something that sets your heart on fire, or even if it's like a health challenge, right? So you've been diagnosed with cancer, for instance. Or I had to recover from a truck accident in 2006, and I was left paralyzed with many, many broken bones and everything. Like my life was in tatters. My family was disintegrating. My business ran out of money, and I had to, I could hardly even take a breath because my ribs were broken. So if I just sort of my recovery and the recovery of my body, my family, and my business on the whole, I probably would have died from despair. So I didn't go there. I was wise enough to just choose to focus on the minutest little detail of the goal. The goal was to get better and do all the rest, and get everything back in shape. And so I just minimized my goal into tiny little steps, that if I can just keep breathing, like take another breath, and another breath, and another breath. And I did that like for minute after minute, which then became hours, which then became days. And after about 7 or 8 days, I started to, up my game a little bit. So I knew that I was going to, in all likelihood, survive. And so then I kept on adjusting the size of the next step, right? So we can do the same with work. Let's say you want to pay rise at work, and you feel you really deserve, you've been overlooked maybe for many years, and you deserve more than you're getting. It's a hard thing to walk into the boss's room and say, I want a pay rise. So you break that down into small steps. So you can practice walking up to your partner or your friend and just asking a small favor first, like, or just ask them something small, like step out of your comfort zone, or confide in them. Just do something that doesn't feel comfortable, and then you get more and more comfortable. And then you can also do a role play with somebody, so you're acting a role play. So you just break up that the comfort, the risk, because there's always a risk, and our body doesn't like risk. But success requires that we step out of our comfort zone, and then the magic happens. In fact, the magic can only happen when we feel scared, when we're out of our comfort zone. And so we sometimes think, oh, I'm so far out of my comfort zone. We see it as a stop sign, right? And we think, oh, we have to go back and change lanes. No, feeling that you're out of your comfort zone and you're feeling really uncomfortable and really challenged often means you're on the right track and you're doing good. So just tell yourself you're doing great, and just admit to yourself that you're scared and feel that in your body and be present for yourself. So So many of us have forgotten all our successes. So I want you to do this exercise. Maybe now when you finish watching, you get a piece of paper and you divide your life in decades. So I'm nearly 60, so that would be 60 decades, like 60 slots, 66 decades, 6 slots. So in each block, I'll write down one achievement or one success, something that I'm really, really proud of, that I remember that I did between 0 and 10, between 10 and 20, 20 and 30, 30 and 40, 40 and 50, and then something I achieved in the last 5 years. And once you've got that down, so then you've got the broad outline, then over the next year or so, over the rest of your life, start filling in the blanks. So bring back those memories of your successes. And this is like really going to change your neurology. It's going to make you believe in yourself. It's going to uplift your confidence and your self-esteem. And it's going to be so much easier to value yourself. So that's a really, really good one. I'm just looking at my notes because I always forget things. So keep persevering. Remember your successes that you have had over the course of your life. So like I said, divide your life in 10-year blocks and start off with one success, maybe a big one in each 10 years, in each decade, and then also start filling in all the little ones, and you'll be surprised. Like, don't stop till you've written down at least 100, right? That's really going to change your neurology and create those neural pathways in your brain, like highways to success, whereas now often we're wired towards failure and doubt. So you want to rewire your brain, and it's up to you to do it. So also stop saying the word I can't do it. This came up in a workshop I was doing this morning with a group of women. A self-empowerment workshop around money and feminine leadership. And one of the women there, she realized she always had a limiting belief, I can't do it. And so she was always waiting for the right circumstances to happen before she decided she could do it. And then she realized when we did a meditation, that actually the power comes from within, not from her circumstances. So we changed the I can't do it to I can do it. I can do anything I put my mind to. If I believe in it, I believe in myself, and I am powerfully supported. So that's a positive affirmation. I am powerfully supported. I can do anything I put my mind to. And so affirmations are really good if you repeat them every day. So repetition is important till you feel like you fully own that affirmation. So that's a big one. So if we think I can't do this, I can't do that, that's bad enough. But if we say it as well, then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you watch somebody play the harp and you think, oh, I want to do it, but I could never do that. Or you watch somebody dance and you think, well, I love to do that, but I could never do that. Or I could never cook a meal like this, or I could never do this or never do that. You cancel that thought. You just go cancel, or you go, I love myself for thinking that, and I know I can do it. So replace it with something positive and empowering. Okay, so small steps, break things into tiny little steps, and then just continue to do them. So the small steps are going to lead into bigger steps, and bigger doors will open. So it's like a tiny little door opens and small opportunities come your way, and then as you continue to do it, those opportunities become bigger and bigger, right? So just keep at it. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up till you've reached your goals. And then, of course, imagination. So visualizing your desired outcome is really powerful. So athletes do that, top athletes and celebrities and all the wealthy people, they visualize their outcomes for their businesses and so on. You can do this if you're dating, or if you're too scared to ask somebody for a date, and you just visualize your ideal setting, the whole situation, and it's working out perfectly how you want it. And because our brain doesn't know the difference between imagination or whether it's real. So literally you're already creating those pathways in your brain that are all set up then for you to go into that situation. And it's like your body takes over. Your body is your best friend. Your partner is success rather than an obstacle, because most of the time we literally feel like we've got one foot on the accelerator and one foot on the brake. And so this will help to change that. Now, another thing, and this is the last point, I want to take you through a tiny little meditation where we go inward, right? So I just want you to remember a time that you failed, or you broke an agreement, you have some shame around something, or trauma, or regret or guilt. Regret, guilt and shame are really, really toxic emotions, and we just don't want to connect with it. But they literally stay like little black pockets in our body. So I do a lot of work with the internal being space of the body, of my client's body, where all the transformation happens. So just close your eyes and put your hands like this. See, I fold my hands like this and I rest them on my chest. And now that means my right and left brain are talking to each other, because when you cross over the midline and fold your hands like that, if you can't do it, just go like this. And it's encouraging your right and left brain hemisphere to be open and honest with each other and not to hold back anything, right? So just close your eyes, breathe out through your nose and in, and just allow your body to relax. Allow your shoulders to soften, your spine. Feel your bottom on the chair. Feel your feet on the floor. Just become aware of anything that's going on in your body, and just allow a wave of relaxation, maybe the color green, to flow through your body from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, and taking away stresses and deepening a sense of relaxation. And now I want you to think of a time when you did something like, perhaps you broke an agreement, you broke a promise, you didn't live up to somebody's expectations, you didn't live up to your own expectations. Just think of one incident, allow to come to mind. And this memory in your body is blocking you from feeling confident and trusting in yourself now. So just think of that incident. And now just feel in your body, notice where is that feeling of stuckness, where does that sit? So there could be like a feeling in your head, or in your body, in your neck, in your hands, in your knee, in your buttock, in your chest. It'll just usually sit in one spot. So notice where it sits and pay attention to it. And now I'll ask you, is it big or small? Is it square, or is it round, or is it rectangular? How many centimeters is it? Is it dry or wet? Is it still or does it make a noise? What color does it have? Does it have a sound? If it had a sound, what would the sound be? Does it have a smell or a taste? Just keep tuning into that sensation in your body, that one spot where the memory is stored of how you broke a promise or an agreement and it's eroding your confidence. So just go back into your body and notice that little pocket. And just see if by you tuning into it, if it's dissolving. And now you can ask yourself, what is the emotion that's behind all that? What is that emotion? Perhaps there is an emotion. And then you can ask yourself, how old was I when I became aware of that feeling for the very, very first time? And you'll notice your body will go back to somewhere between age 0 and 8. So just allow your body to do that. Allow a memory to come into the screen of your mind. And then sometimes a decision was made, like a limiting decision, like I'm not enough, I can never do it, I'm not worthy of success, it's not safe. Just tune into your body, what's stuck there. And then I want you to turn that decision around. So just make it like success is really, really safe and enjoyable. I am trustworthy. I am lovable. I am valuable. I deserve to be seen and I deserve to be heard. I have a powerful message. I deserve success and I deserve for that to be easy. I deserve true love and I deserve for that to be easy as well. So just think of the opposite. And then notice if that feeling or sensation in your body is gone, or at least it's easing up and it's starting to dissolve. And sometimes it can take a few days. And then you can come back into your body, into the room. So just notice, think of the room. Where are the windows? Where are the doors? Where are you situated? And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And so always remember that when you do an energy or trauma resolution, compassion is the key word. So stop being hard on yourself. Stop being unkind. And know that you did your best, your very best under the circumstances. You did the very best with the resources that were available to you at the time. So I kind of did this exercise a little bit too fast. But you're welcome to go back to the last 3 minutes and just replay it and just go through those steps. Like, when was the time that you felt disappointed in yourself? Did you broke an agreement? And that your trust in yourself, or the trust between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, was broken. And where is that feeling in your body? And sometimes it's actually enough to just simply notice that feeling and just notice it with curiosity and compassion. And sometimes that's enough, that's all you have to do. And the body simply lets it go. But sometimes it's also nice to explore that feeling. And we're talking about touch, imaginary touch, smell, sense, color, and all the rest, because that's the realm of the subconscious mind. That's the language of your subconscious where it's stuck, and your subconscious can let it go. And then you turn it into a positive lesson, like something that helps you today. Like, for instance, you can say, I am trustworthy, I am smart, I am lovable, and so on. I deserve success, and it's very safe for me to have a successful life and to get what I want, and so on. So I hope that you enjoy this exercise and keep chipping away at your confidence and self-esteem, which is like really the very, very potent abundance and happiness manifestors. It's very hard to achieve what you want in life with low confidence and with low self-esteem, and you're the one that can change it, right? We're all in the same boat. We're all struggling with the same things. So if you need help with this, or if you want to fast forward your evolution, or you want more clarity, check out my website. Come and see me. I have meditations and so on in a private Facebook group for my clients, which is called You Are the Miracle FM. You're welcome to go there and listen to the strategies and the meditations there. And of course, I'm here to help you every day. So come and see me. And if you found this helpful, please share it with your friends. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Stay safe. Bye.